Now at 10, this is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Now at 10, questions remain after an overnight shooting in New Haven left one person dead. Thanks for joining us for the Fox 61 News at 10. I'm Stefan Reels. Now that shooting also left 3 others injured. Police say it all happened around 2:30 Saturday morning near the intersection of Church and Center Streets like you see on your screen. That's where they found 3 gunshot victims, including a 21-year-old man and 2 18-year-old women. One of the women later died from her injuries, and a 21-year-old man later arrived at the hospital with non-life-threatening wounds. Investigators say camera footage shows 2 people exchanging gunfire, but the victims were not believed to be the intended targets. Tonight, police are still piecing together the details behind the shooting, so anyone with any information is asked to contact police. Meanwhile, state police are investigating the discovery of a body in the Farmington River in New Hartford. Now, this all started Friday night after a woman called police after her neighbor's dog, still attached to a leash, ran to her door. Using a K-9 unit and a drone, officers searched the river and found the person who was pronounced dead at the scene. Police say no criminal activity is suspected, but further details have not been released at this time. And a crash and car fire on Route 8 in Shelton left one person with serious but non-life-threatening injuries Saturday afternoon. State police say the car spun out, hit a guardrail, and then caught on fire on the northbound side between exits 7 and 9. And emergency crews responded to a fire in Franklin early Saturday morning. That's what you see on your screen right now. Firefighters were called to Route 207 for a reported garage fire, but upon arrival, they found a mobile home fully engulfed in flames, which threatened nearby structures. The fire was brought under control after about 3 hours. A portion of Route 207 was temporarily closed, but has since been reopened. At this time, no further details have been released about the cause or any potential injuries. And 2 men were arrested Saturday afternoon following a reported dispute at a gas station in North Haven. Police responded to the scene on Quinnipiac Avenue, where police say there were 2 men and women inside a car. They found a firearm in a backpack in the vehicle. 22-year-old Tyler Kibb of Hartford has been charged with assault and drug charges, while 22-year-old Louis Lugo of New Haven was charged with multiple firearm-related offenses. Now, turning on over to weather, it was a nice fall day as we wrap up the first day of November. So let's send it on over to meteorologist Sam Sampieri with our first check on the forecast. Sam, it's been a while since I've seen you. What can we really expect from the rest of this weekend?
Well, Stefan, we're going to enjoy your Sunday. First of all, don't forget to turn your clocks back 1 hour tonight before you go to sleep, because we're going back to standard time. We're going to get that extra hour of sleep. Temperatures right now are dropped off into the 40s, some upper 30s in the colder areas. And the winds are also starting to lighten up. That's also going to be a big difference between today and tomorrow. Much lighter winds already starting to become calm in some areas. We still have some wind gusts up in northern areas, but even there it's going to die down. We have partly cloudy skies across the region, and that's what we're going to have overnight. Partly cloudy to clear. Lows in the 30s inland. Upper 30s to near 40 along the shore. If the skies keep clear and we're in the valleys, it could get down to near freezing. And again, don't forget to turn the clocks back if you haven't done so already. Otherwise, your Sunday is going to feature bright sunshine, highs reaching the mid to upper 50s, maybe even near 60 in the New Haven area. A nice day, and again, your planner is just fine. No, there's no winter weather alerts yet, but coming up, I will detail what you can expect for your first week in November. Is there any winter weather on the horizon? I'll have details coming up in a few minutes. Stefan?
I mean, Sam, it's fall. I'd like to enjoy it for a little bit. Going on to our next story, we are into day 3 since a couple of massive barges you see on your screen washed up on the Connecticut shore. Today, they're still in a West Haven neighborhood after they came ashore in Milford on Thursday before drifting east. These 140-foot hopper barges are getting a lot of buzz in southern Connecticut, and the Coast Guard says they're empty and aren't a threat whatsoever. So people like you see here have been stopping by all week to see them up close. And after teams have tried to tug them back to their owner, Buchanan Marine in New Haven on Saturday morning, now, they haven't been successful, though. Those are still there, and they say it's because of the tides. Craig Gould lives 1 block away and thinks he's actually got an idea that could move the barges a little bit sooner.
Bring the Canuck helicopters, have 2 helicopters, one lifting each bow and rear. pull them up out of the water and drag them, not drag them, but fly them a low distance, but just drop them out into higher water.
Coast Guard officials say that the barge's drifting into West Haven was likely caused by the rough weather. And the countdown is on a little more than 2 days away until the polls officially open for the 2025 municipal election. And the last day of early voting is tomorrow. So we have a quick look to see who has showed up the polls. As of this morning, nearly 155,000 people across the state have cast their votes. As for absentee ballots, more than 20,000 have been returned so far. Stratford continues to be the town with the most early votes, with Milford being a close second. Now, if you'd like to vote this weekend, you can find your voting locations online, and good for you. We have a link to find them on fox61.com. And the race for the next Ansonia mayor is heating up. Longtime mayor Dave Cassetti initially said he was stepping back from politics this year, but that all changed when he saw who he was running against. Fox 61's Bridget Bureau has more on the matchup.
David Cassetti has served as mayor of Ansonia, Connecticut since 2013 and has decided to run for a 7th term. Now the former boxer is in for one of the toughest fights of his career, with retired Sikorsky engineer Frank Tiska trying to flip a long-held Red Sea blue.
David Cassetti is staying in the ring.
I'm not done with what I started back in 2013. I got much more to do.
The longtime mayor says he's proud of the progress he's delivered for the people of Ansonia, from a modernized Main Street to higher property values, and he wants his mission to march on.
What we need is economic revival. We need jobs. We need lower taxes. That's been my motto, is to keep taxes low. Taxpayers first, keep it low. And keep it affordable here in Ansonia.
But sailing into a 7th term means he needs to beat challenger Frank Tiska to the punch.
I love the town, I care about the town, and I didn't want to run. This is not a checkbox for me to be mayor. This is a checkbox for me to help the town, because the town is in trouble.
The retired Sikorsky engineer and former alderman says he wants to restore integrity in Ansonia and make it a welcoming place for all.
They need somebody who cares about it, somebody who's going to be honest, transparent, and involve the community, and that's what I'm going to do. No more hiding behind closed doors.
First up on the list of changes is bringing back in-person city meetings so that the public can voice problems and concerns. He also wants to improve the city's finances and build more affordable housing. But the current mayor has a different focus.
We need jobs and we need a stable tax rate. We want the right fit for Ansonia, but I also want the right amount of revenue for the city. Okay, I think it's very, very important, because every year we have to fund education, which is paramount for me.
Tiska says he, too, is passionate about education. His wife of 46 years, Paula, taught in the Ansonia school system for 30 years. If elected mayor, he pledges to create a summer program for kids.
I plan on hiring probably 40 kids to work in the summer and to have a recreation program so that parents can send their kids away for 5 days, 6 hours a day. They don't have to pay somebody to watch their kids during the day.
But Cassetti says what Ansonia really needs is someone with on-the-job experience to lead the city into a fruitful future.
I've been through it. I know what it is. Answering the call of the constituents when they need a problem. I've never lied to you. I've been here 12 years, and I want to continue to do the same job that I've been doing for the last 12 years.
Cassetti has been criticized in recent years for being too confrontational with critics. Just this past spring, he made headlines for hurling insults at his own constituents online. The mayor says he's just passionate, and while some in the community called for him to resign, others told us they admire him for, in their words, keeping it real. Voters will have the final say on his political future on Election Day. In studio, Bridget Bureau, Fox 61.
Thank you, Bridget. And as communities across the world observe the Day of the Dead, or Dia de los Muertos, a time to honor and remember loved ones who have passed away, one celebration in New Haven is carrying a powerful message beyond tradition. Fox 61's Jalen Anderson attended the parade and has more.
And a powerful blend of tradition and protest, New Haven's annual Day of the Dead parade took on a new meaning this year as they honored the lives taken while in custody of ICE. While the Day of the Dead is a time to honor the spirits of those who have passed, it is also a call for justice. The parade brings the community together to remember and celebrate their lost loved ones. But this year, it is being held in protest of recent deaths of at least 20 migrants while in the custody of the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or ICE. More than 100 people marched in the parade in full force to show honor to loved ones and offer hope to those afraid. Betty Duran is originally from Mexico and attended the parade in New Haven for the last 5 years and was honored for the dedication to those lives lost.
It's a strong statement that, you know, immigrants are here and immigrants are not going anywhere, and we should celebrate all of us that are here. And I think it brings me a lot of hope, just to see like our community standing together. I know it's really hard right now with like the way the politics are, so I think having this moment together it's just a reminder that as long as we stick together, we're all going to be okay.
The parade, while colorful and celebratory, also highlighted immigrants in detention centers. The community here in New Haven is using this sacred day to demand accountability for those who died and to remind the country that the fight for migrant rights is far from over. Brian Timko says more than just the Latin community is out supporting.
Like I said, this is one of my favorite times of the year because this seems to be a time where the community as a greater whole comes out for the Latin American community. So it's important that we're dedicating it to the people that died, because like right now we don't even know how many people have died in detention because the government is not telling us. So this action today is also meant to be a protest, like to say the migrant community is still here, is not going anywhere, and like I as a citizen am standing with the migrant community here.
As the final floats closed the parade, the message was of honor and hope for the migrant community. In New Haven, Jalen Anderson, Fox 61.